Hi, welcome to another Zen pop-up. Now I'm doing a quick Zen pop-up on using assignments. Why am I doing this? Because I had a major problem inside office hours. So it wasn't actually a major problem. I just want to explain what happened. When I did the office hours, I set it up as a student beforehand and I added myself to the course. The problem was I added myself to the wrong course. So because I was using a course that had the same course card, like course A, I actually had two courses that were named Course A. One was called Price Change, and that's the one I didn't add myself to, so it wasn't showing. So this was not a problem with Zenler itself, it was a problem with me. Okay, so now that's cleared up, I want to actually take you through assignments and how easy they are to use. So first of all, I'm going to jump into as a student. So I'm enrolled in a course and I haven't got the assignment added to it. So I'm just going to screen share this so you guys can see. So you can see here that we have prices in under the course A section. We've got course A and we've got course section 2, lesson 2, etc. So at the moment they can just run through, and I can't get any real engagement with the student unless I turn on things like communities or discussions. However, you know, if I want someone to submit something, and I said this in office hours, say for instance I'll give you an example of this. Say I was running a surfing site, and videos are really handy when you watch people surfing because you can point out their key errors. So this would be a classic case of using assignments. Of course they can be used for lots of other things as well, but they could just send their video in and then you could do an overlay saying the problems that they're doing and then send it back to them, and that's a real engagement that you can actually sell as a business in its own right. So let's just kind of use that as an example and just run into the site and the pages. So I'm just going to minimize this for now. So I'm now in that course A, I'm in the admin section and I'm in the course curriculum. So that was that course A, course 2, course 3, etc. So let's add a new lesson in here and let's just call this assignments. So I'm going to call this assignments. Now you can call this whatever you like and you don't have to do all capitals. So section A, section 1. Okay, so that's just what I've called it. I'm going to save it. I tend to always save it. Of course, with discussions, you could have discussions on as well if you wanted to, and you have all this set as compulsory and all this stuff. But we're going to go down straight down to here to assignment. So we're going to go send your surf your let's say 5-minute max surf video to us. So why have I put 5 minutes? 5 minutes is not too big file size, so it's not going to be huge. You don't want them sending you a 2-hour surf session because it'd just be too big. So you want to keep it 5 minutes. Like you only want the bits where they're making a mistake, basically. So we put in here, send us a video and write your problems in here. Make sure the video is not over 100 megabytes. And then I put a little description in here. You can check file size by right clicking on it and going to properties. Okay, so it just gives them a little bit of, if they're, you know, they don't know about computers and they don't know the file size, then they can right click, go to properties and see the file size. So it just gives them a bit of information in there. Now inside this editor you can do lots of things. You can put images in here if you want to. So if you drop this down you can actually insert an image. You can of course put links in here as well. If you're linking to something in particular, you can set a format for this. So if I want to repeat this section in here, I can just select it and go to the format options and choose like an H1 heading. And of course, you know, H2 heading, you can make things bold. So if you have a particular piece you want bold, you can go in here and make it bold. And you can do all those groovy things like the size, the color of the text and all this sort of stuff. So quite flexible, just to make it look more presentable. I always put an image in there of some kind just to make it look good. So let's move down now. Now you've asked the question and they know what they're going to send us. We're going to go down to assignment type. So first of all, you can set either one of these. You can set it as a text input, so they just send you text, or a file upload, so they can upload images, videos, zip files, these kind of things, PowerPoint presentations. So in this case, we're going to choose both. Okay, so it's going to give them the option. Now you're going to see when you do choose file upload, it's going to throw up a little box that says what's the maximum size that you want them to be able to send a video. So if you know that a 5-minute video at HD is something like 50 megabytes, then setting 100 is absolutely fine. So you might want to up it or down it, it's really up to you. The next bit I want to just show you now is uploaded additional reference. So if you have a particular presentation or something you want to supply to them as well, you can actually put that in there. So what I'll do is I'll just drop a file in just so you can see it. It's nothing, it's just like a kind of gerbily thing, marmot I think it is, or a gopher. Oh, it looks like a gopher. So if I click that, I'm just putting a gopher in there. So that will be available to your students. Now, the last thing we got down here is approve assignment before continuing. This is really powerful. So if you don't check it, what it means is they can send their assignment and they can carry on through the course. But if you've got a particular course or membership where you actually want them to go through a series of tests, you know, via assignment, before they continue to maybe a more advanced section of the course, this is superb because you can just check the approve assignments and now they will not be able to move on through the course. You've stopped them. So you go in, check their work, just like you would in the classroom, and then you say, no, that's not good enough. Can you resubmit it? If you don't want them to go through any further, you can actually reject it. And if you reject it, they can't carry on through the course. So be very careful with if you reject it. If you approve it, they can move through the course. Of course, with these things, you can write as well. So let's set this up. This is set up now. We're going to click add. So this is it. It's done. Now we've added it. And we've got that approve assignment before continuing. And now we're going to go into incognito as a student, see what the student looks at. And then I'm going to show you the result that we get when sending it back. So let's go back into our course as a student. You can see the assignment isn't there yet. So I'm going to refresh this. And now, as if by magic, we have assignments. This is what should have shown in office hours. So let's click start assignment here. So notice that this comes up. So let's try to go to here. Oh, it's stopping us. Why? Because we've got compulsory set on the assignment. So it's like you're not going to be able to move forward until you've done that assignment. Okay, so that's actually drips out there, but it stops you from going through it. So now we have the little gopher that we had. So you have a little JPEG. So if you click that, it's going to download our little JPEG of our gopher. So they have that. We've got the information up here. So we're going to say having trouble getting into Waves. Please see the video. What am I doing wrong? Question mark. Okay. So let's upload a video. We can upload tech. We can upload anything in here. So we're going to click upload, and I have actually a video of man meat there. So I could upload this. I could upload this little gopher. Let's just choose the gopher for now and click. Actually, let's just choose the video. It might take a bit longer. 72 meg, so it's under the 300. So I'm there, and you can notice also that I can add comments as well. So let's submit assignment. Are you sure you want to submit the assignment? Yes, I do. So it's going to take a bit of time because it's got to upload. And then we're going to check the admin section of the site, and it will show in there as submitted from a student. So 72 megs, going to take a little bit of a while because I've got things all streaming in here. So it will come up. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the Facebook group, see if there's anyone in there watching or writing any comments down. So I can't see anything yet. 11 o'clock. By the way, guys, I'm going to do another Zen pop-up today. It's going to be about Natalie Mason's website. You know, we're working on the complete build. She's coming across from another platform, and we've imported all the courses in. So as we import from Teachable and Thinkific, we do that for you free of charge. So if you've got courses on those two platforms, we can import them across for you. And we're going to be looking at the page build side. So I've done the header side and all this, so we're going to be using that as a base. We're going to be building the page. So that particular Zen pop-up is about an hour long, and it will teach you how to set the site up. Our next phase of Natalie's site is to actually then start to put the course together and create it. So now that has been submitted, you can see the status has come up there for the student as submitted. So let's check the back end of the site as an admin. So we're going to go into courses now, and we're going to go across to assignments. You can see there's a little one in here. It's a new request. So you can see, oh, someone submitted a assignment. So if 2 people, it would say 2 in there. So I'm going to click assignment, and we're going to see inside here recent submissions. You see all the assignments in here, so you can basically filter all of them. So you can say in here pending, approved, rejected. You can just filter inside here, so we can see the name, we can see the assignment title, date of submission, lesson, course section, course name, pending review. This is the important bit. You can also filter on the courses that you have the assignment. Now, you know, if I've got it on price change, so if I select that, this is the only one that will come up. So you have 2 recent submissions there that show them all, and you've got the assignments in this section. So you've got 2 areas. So let's click manage. You can click either one of these, and we're going to have a look at what we get as an admin. So pending review. So they've sent us, this shows what we put in the actual thing. Okay, so the status, you can see here, submitted file.
I'm so glad you asked this.
So that's Mammy there, so you can see the video. Okay, so inside there you can also download, okay, playback speed, speed it up. And over here you have these, so you've got resubmit, so you can click resubmit and say this isn't good enough, please resubmit it. And that will appear as a resubmission. They'll get notification of that. Reject, you can stop it altogether. Again, you can give feedback, or approve. And we're going to click approve. This looks great. Paddle longer into the wave. And of course, you know, I could then put a URL in here to an edited video if I wanted to, showing, take a look at this, you know, and then show it. Or I could say, check the community page, I've put your video in there, you know, so you've got an engagement. They're going back into your site, and they're going across to the community that you've got tied to this particular workshop. I'm going to leave it like this for now, and I'm going to click approve. Now also, because you can kind of grade this, so if you had a grading of like 1 to 100, you could put in there you've got 50 out of 100 or something. So you could use it as a grading thing, and you can put that all into the feedback area of this. So let's click approve now. So it's going to add this message here. So your assignment has been approved. This will notify them, and click here to go to the assignment. So this will send, if you click here, it will send an email notification to that user. Okay, so you can click there, and that will then send that to their email. So again, you can fancy this up however you like, and again, you've got a link in there that's automatically added that takes them straight into that assignment. So we're just going to click notify. You can just cancel that if you don't want to notify them, and then I'll show you what's going to happen now in here. Notice the approved status. Let's go back to our assignments. You're going to see that now that one has stopped going into there, and we also have status approved. Like I said, you can filter all of the approved and the rejected ones inside here, and you can see they come up as I do that. So you've got real filtering control. So this is the admin side, really easy to work with, lots of notifications, feedback for the student, really engaging. Let's jump into the course now and see what the users got from this. So I'm going to jump back to my curriculum, and we'll jump back into this now. So if I click the resume here, you're going to see that they will have got that notification and they'll be able to carry on through the course. So approved, status approved, you see. And look at the feedback. This looks great. Paddle longer into the wave. And he's reviewed the assignment, status approved. So it tells them exactly what's happened. And it also shows the file that they submitted as well. So, and their content as well. So really easy to work, really good way to hold them up now. Now I'm able to go through the rest of my courses. Obviously be careful, because like this course I've got drip turned on, so I've just enrolled myself, so the drip hasn't let me in. So if you've got drip and you're using assignments, just be wary of that when you're working with it. And that's kind of it. That's how assignments work. So obviously it took a while to just show you in detail what's happening, but I think it's really important. It's a really big one that the team got together and said we need to talk a little bit more about assignments. I don't think people realise how powerful this side of things is. So it's quite good that we're doing an extended version of office hours in a way as a Zen pop-up for you guys to know exactly how it works. And of course the problem I had, make sure when you're testing as a student that you add the right course to that student, otherwise you won't see updated content. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I will be coming back very soon, probably in a few hours, and I will be doing Natalie's video on her site showing you how to build all of the pages and also jobs for Natalie to do. So for now I will see you very soon, but take care.